Fireworks have gone off. It has been incredible.
And the Black Aces, the guys that have been sitting out, Gagliardi, Sova, Pitt, they're in their jerseys, running down onto the ice to embrace their teammates. And even the equipment manager, Jason Berger, holding up the jersey of David Fisher. David, I'm certain you might be listening here tonight. A special hello to you. This is hard for you, brother.
Yeah.
I wish you and the family all the best. But the fans come to their feet here. And a person sitting down in a handshake here is two teams who had a war with one another here for about 5 games. And right now shaking hands out at center. Both had fantastic seasons. In Las Vegas, what an effort they put together here in the last 3 games.
Yeah, hats off, and the crowd is just going bananas. Look at McLean talking about, what is he, 22 years old. He's got an overtime game winner to win a Kelly Cup championship. Echoing those sentiments, David Fisher back with his family in Minnesota, and our prayers go out to his mother and to his family. But he was a big proponent of this happening, that is for sure. As the Kelly Cup making its way out here, very simple. They're carrying out now the MVP trophy as the teams continue to shake hands and putting the managers out there, Coach Tapper, Coach Poss, the former players, Jason Berger. I mean, a team effort. Ernie's going to be down there soon.
I'm going to jump down there right now. I've been waiting a long time to see this, and so is everybody else here in Estero, all the Everblade fans, and you got all the alumni guys. You got about 20 of them here tonight watching this. Something that we all didn't finish off. Been there a couple times, and we get to see it done tonight. The Everblades.
There's a man on the blue line that is over the moon, if you will, and that is President General Manager Craig Rush. I'm sure he can't contain himself. He's hugging players down there. He's loving life, and nobody has left this building, and they should not. They should not, fellas.
I love it.
What an atmosphere.
I love it. I don't know what to say. I just want to take this in and watch this.
Well, the Las Vegas Wranglers still onto the ice, lined up along the goal line towards their net. We are the champions, playing in the background here, echoing through the arena. And a joyous occasion as Rutherford hugging some of his teammates as well. The Everblades. Coonsy's down there. What's Coonsy? Yeah, the championship hat's already being busted out here. And you look at these guys, there was a point in February, this team lost 10 of 11, had a 7-game losing streak. Nothing was going right for them. They pulled it together as all championship teams do, fighting through adversity, and with the red-hot team, the hottest team, coming into the postseason. They rolled on through, and they win this series 4-1. And Southwest Florida, this is for you. Wow. A big championship here after a long wait. Well, the wait is over. 14 years in the making. The Everblades are the ECHL champions. And they continue to embrace one another. David Rutherford with a hug on Greg Poss, almost a headbutt on Coach Poss, and Brad Tapper as well.
Where are we going for the after party? That's what I want to know, buddy. I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, but I'm going to have love to go down there right now.
Breakaway Sports Club to start.
Cypress Club, Breakaway Sports Club, and then heads up because we're going out on town tonight.
Well, the Wranglers are going to head off the ice, and a big congratulations to the season that they had, being the Western Conference champions. What a ride they had. And a good season for them in their second Kelly Cup Finals appearance. But this night belongs to the Florida Everblades. It was their time. And the celebration continues here. And we'll wait for the celebration to kind of wrap up here. And they'll have the presentation of a couple of trophies, one being the MVP trophy, and the other one everyone came here to see, the Kelly Cup. Justin Shugg and Scott Pitt hugging one another as a pair of Carolina prospects embracing one another here.
The hugs around, Craig Rush hugging the Moose, John Muse, who played spectacular these 2 games. And almost single-handedly won Game 4 and played spectacularly. He faced 43 shots and he stopped 41. And how about McLean, the game winner? I mean, I can't imagine the feeling down there.
We talked about him, and he was the guy getting a ton of chances, and he got one early, and I'll be darned, he finishes off in overtime here and gets the game winner. I love it from Matthew Wall. Gets to get that cup, hoist it up, baby.
The captain will grab it first. They got the MVP trophy out there right now. And then they'll bring out the Kelly Cup trophy. Commissioner Brian McKenna will be on hand. Pat Kelly, who the trophy is named after, will be down there as well. So all of them going to speak. And we're going to keep it right here on ESPN with all the festivities. And now saluting the fans once again for the players. And that's got to be special for everybody. It's a what a moment. What a moment.
I don't know what to say. I'm just going to take it all in and watch all the action.
And guys, it happened in the most dramatic of fashions. An overtime winner by Brandon McLean. And he's able to score the game winner in overtime. As they will now begin the post-game ceremony, we'll quiet down and try to catch some of this as the MVP trophy will now be awarded. Yeah, they're going to ask the crowd to give it up for the Las Vegas Wranglers and a well-deserved cheer for a very good hockey club.
See Commissioner McKenna down there coming ready to come out the Zamboni entrance, and the cup will make its way out here, similar to the Stanley Cup in the NHL. They'll bring it out there and, of course, present it to the captain. The guys are going to probably line up on the blue line, and unbelievable as this team is all smiles and now whooping it up for the crowd. There's media out there. There's everybody. Here comes the commissioner, Brian McKenna. Pat Kelly is in the tunnel as well. As they're getting excited, that cup is coming out.
Well, they're all...
I love it.
They're going to set David Fisher's jersey in front of the table.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Fisher's there. Everyone touching the jersey right now. And it is time to award the MVP trophy. Brian McKenna, the commissioner of the ECHL, making his way down the red carpet to center ice. The coercive news right now. I think they're chanting news for the MVP.
There's a teddy bear in the MVP mold there that the commissioner had to grab out. And of course, as you said, Alex, the Fisher jersey on the table right in front of the MVP. And he could be the MVP.
Boy, Hughes is going to be the MVP here of this playoff run. He was big in this series. He made so many phenomenal saves at the right time. And a well-deserved. You could have given it to Cedric McNichol as well.
Yeah.
He was a plus 17 here in the postseason, along with tied with the overall lead in points. But John Muse, you got to hand it to him. He made some big saves when the Everblades needed him down the stretch. And he is going to be awarded the MVP trophy and a much-needed. The fans with the MVP chant to boot.
Not the cup they want, though. Hughes grabs it, holds on to Fisher's jersey, gives it to Jason Berger, but he's going to set it on the bench. What he wants is the cup.
Now the Kelly Cup will be the next up on deck. So Pat Kelly, who was my guest here in the first intermission, he's one of the founding fathers of the ECHL, whose name is on the Kelly Cup. What these guys have been playing for is all named after this man right here. Call him a young man, Pat Kelly, 60 years in the hockey business.
And he resides in Charlotte, now the Everblades AHL affiliate. And if you've gone there, here comes the cup. It's coming out, boys.
24th season of the ECHL. Everblades will be their 24th champion and started up as the Riley Cup, now the Kelly Cup, and the Everblades are going to have their names engraved in on this cup for the first time as they bring it out to center ice.
in 16 states, all in the same tree. When the ECHL began its 24th season back in October, 8 months later, there was only one team that could call itself the National Double-A Champion. This year, this company will now present the trophy that bears his name to Everblade's captain, Matthew Wall.
Matthew Wall, the Everblades captain, heading up, shaking Pat Kelly's hand to accept ECHL's top prize.
That's a trophy you can touch, baby.
And there it is. Matthew Wall will pick it up and start the laps around the ice. Who will he hand it to first? As he looks up at the Raptors, his team,
Give him a lap, boys. Give him a lap.
Yeah, they're all huddling around him. He's going to hand it off to Trevor Brisk, Everblades alternate captain. Oh, that Mark Bard is
Mark.
He'll kiss the cup, raise it high as he brings it to the near side glass. That Mark Bard, what a playoff he had here this year. Acquired in a trade with Bakersfield halfway through the season. Pretty good acquisition. It's Matt Becca in his second season with the Everblades. Led the team in the regular season with 60 points. His third to hoist the cup. He's going to hand it off to Mike Ramchuk. Boy, oh boy, you talk about a guy who came on later in the series. Mike Ramchuk with it now.
Awesome series for him. I mean, he had to wait his turn. He did. He played defensively. He played at a forward. And now the guy that led the postseason scorers, led him in plus minus, as you said, Cedric Lalong McNichol.
They hand it around. The celebration continues. Kevin Quick handing it off to David Rutherford, the Honey Badger. He's going to hoist it. He likes more than honey. He likes championships. That is his 6th championship in his career. Of course, he'll count some of those.
Good luck charm, that guy. Now Brisk does grab it. Briefly, they're handing around. This is the way this team is. They don't want to hold it too long. Give it to the next guy. They all play for each other, care for each other. Tight-knit group. You don't see them going more than 10 feet away from each other right here.
Something. Lee Saunders.
The big fella.
Who nearly had the clinching goal in this one in overtime. Bobby Raymond, second consecutive season for him to win a championship. Won a Calder Cup with Binghamton last year.
Ernie's going down to the ice, baby.
Braden Irwin now saluting the crowd with the cup.
Toronto prospect, the guy that came here and got an opportunity, had some injury problems, played well for this team. Now they're putting Fisher on it.
Oh, man.
That's the picture. That is a great picture there.
Absolutely. Wrapping Fisher's jersey around the Kelly Cup. David, if you're listening, your teammates are thinking about you right now.
Yeah. And you know, he is, and again, our prayers with his family. A lot of emotion, ups and downs, and Fisher, great overtime goal in this series. Now Ryan Donald, solid defensively, has the cup. He hands it off to McLean, who had the game winner in overtime, Alex.
What a goal it was on a 2-on-1, lifted in front. Was sent across the ice from the top of the circle, right wing, and McLean was bottom of the circle and just steered it top shelf on a short side past Fallon and the Everblades. Pass it off to Justin Shug. Boy, oh boy, was he big in his series. 8 points.
Not easy to come back like he did from the AHL after such a long time. But he was their leading scorer the first 11 games, came back. What do you have, 6 goals in 10 games? Unbelievable.
They're going to hand it off to Muse.
The Muse!
The fans loving this. He's going to take a little stroll down the ice. John Muse with it, the MVP here in this Kelly Cup playoff.
Well, the fans got what they paid for. Almost 7,300 to watch this moment, and it has not disappointed.
Charles Landry winning his second championship in his career, one with the Drummondville Voltigeurs, a President's Cup with the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League club. Riley Gagliardi with the cup, one of the Black Aces here, and a great season for Gagliardi in his rookie year. Nearly 50 points and outstanding teammate. He'll hand off to Scott Pitt, another guy, close to 60 points on this season. But the celebration continues.
Can't forget about Nagel.
Pat Nagel, boy, was he big when Muse went down with that injury in the Elmira Series. And Muse, the great backup there here in this postseason.
Joe Silva.
Yeah, a late addition to the club here in this Kelly Cup run. And he's going to hand it off now.
Coach Post.
To Greg Post. Congratulations, Greg Post. He holds it up high and kept his club focused. Now he's going to dish it up. No, that's Ryan McGinnis right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, McGinnis.
McGinnis suited up because can't quite skate around on that knee. He's getting injured last night.
Brad Tapper
with it now. Now hand it off to Coach Post.
His shirt's untucked. He's hugging people. Great moment. Great moment. That is spectacular.
Greg Brushy now with the cup. And the biggest smile in this planet right now belongs to Greg Rush. No doubt.
He's still in good shape. He's throwing that cup around a little bit as he raises it up and down.
And now they hand it off to Jason Berger, the equipment manager. I know his parents are back home listening. Mom and Dad, be proud of your son. He'll hand it off to Dustin Flynn, the athletic trainer as well. Keeps these guys healthy and does all the treatments. Both working very hard. And the assistant, Nano. Long beard and everything. He's piercings and all. He's going to hold it up high.
That doctor? Doc.
So a great celebration here as the Florida Everblades pick up a 3-2 victory in overtime. John, congratulations to you, my friend. Your first Kelly Cup.
Wow,
what a ride it's been.
It's a special moment. And watching these guys come together, a guy would get hurt, a guy would come out. You got to get lucky, and things have to stay together or come together at the end, and it really did for this team. I mean, a guy goes down, you got a guy to plug in. Both goaltenders were here. They just played phenomenal hockey in the month of March. When they went on that last road trip, Alex, you've seen them come together, and they just have never stopped. They're red hot. We've got the news press papers that have come out, and they've got "We Are the Champions" on the front. Kevin Kennedy, our statistician intern up here, front page news, and they're handing those out as people are heading toward the exit. So just a phenomenal. And now the team picture, Alex. You got to get down there in that. Come on.
All right, I'll be right back. I don't think I'm that quick anymore. Yeah, what a great moment there for these guys right now down on the ice.
That is a picture you'll remember years and years and years, and phenomenal. And the party's just begun. The party has just begun.
It's such a special moment for any team. It's something these guys will remember their entire time. And I remember when the team got to Las Vegas early in the series, the team had a great dinner. We got piled into 15-seat passenger vans. We get back into the parking lot. Greg Post called a meeting right in the parking lot before we entered the hotel. He said, guys, I want you to enjoy your time here. I know we're in Las Vegas. Some of you are here for the first time, but this could be the only time you play for a championship in city such as Vegas. And the guys took that to heart. Came out and was able to take the best of it, get a series split up there in Vegas, bring it back here to win 3 straight, and to defeat a team such as Las Vegas 4 straight games. That makes it even more.
I'm really surprised, to be honest. That's a good team. Again, hats off to them. That's a team down 2-0 after one. Fights back, 1 in the second, 1 in the third to make it 2-2 without their top scorer.